Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today I am back with another PSR Classic Race. Quite a few people have asked me to do more commentary on some of our better races, and also in the lobbies some of the guys are saying, Mitch, can you please do comms on that race? It was fantastic. Last night we were at the Red Bull Ring in the BMW M3 GT 2011 car, and it was one such race. It was absolutely brilliant. Let me just turn over the camera for you so you could see what's going on. But we basically have pretty much a full grid of cars. If I go into the replay and I'll just come into the details, bear with me just a second. If I go display all, and I will pause this one, but just going through the grid from start to finish, we have got let me just change the view, that one there. Richard Sauce on pole, Unfazed in second, Welsh Boy lined up third with Lebiath in fourth, Mad Max in fifth, Daniel Doak. Now Daniel is one that we will be watching. He has a mare of a race in this. He's lines up in sixth. Drac Fury, watch out for that one too in lap one. He lines up in seventh behind Daniel. We've got D-Locks in eighth, David in ninth. Stubo lines up in 10th. Jack Kobe, watch him off the line as well, in 11th. GT Tom in 12th, one of the guys I love racing with. Lots of people in here I love racing with, but GT and I have some battles, and it turned out to be a battle in this one as well. But that isn't going to be the feature of this video. Borky, another of the guys towards the back of the grid, in 13th that I often race with. I've lined up a 14th with number one Pops in a 15th. Now, a lot of these guys are absolutely brilliant to race with. Don't get me wrong, they're very clean, great racing, and you're going to see quite a bit of that in that one. Just for kicks, I'm going to line up with myself on the track. We'll do the follow cam. And let's get into this one and see what happens on the start. So off the start line, if I go back to the beginning, you'll find I bogged down. I haven't got my flappy paddle gearbox. I get a false start, which means everybody goes away from us. You'll also notice that Jack Kobe is dropping to the back. He likes to come through the field. And then just up ahead, you could see a great load of cars going through this corner, 2 by 2 going through there. Let's just go back to the very beginning, and I go on what I prefer as a fan view. I like this one. We'll go on board with, who should we pick up quickly? Welsh Boy. And just watch these cars as they go into the first corner. This really does set the tone for this whole race. It really was brilliant. Look at that. You've got cars side by side, people leaving room for each other. Really, really good racing. Now I'm just going to pick up on board with Drac Fury. I do the follow cam as we go down into the second corner, the second of the two really tight right-handers. Again, everybody's bunching up, keeping it nice and respectful through there. We've got one or two people keeping it really tight, one or two people using all of the track absolutely fine as we pedal down towards another of the really tight corners. This one's difficult. You go down the hill, you want to brake hard around about the 100 so you don't get into the gravel. And Drac Fury takes a dive up the inside of Daniel. Oh, and he goes round. Oh, what happened to Daniel? Daniel is off into the gravel. Daniel's race is over. Where is Drac? I think kept going. He did. He is still going. He's in 7th. At the moment, we've got Richard Sauce up front. We've got, Richard Sauce has got a penalty, a half-second penalty. Unfazed. Oh, no, it's a 1 second penalty. Richard's using too much of the track right now. Unfazed dives through, and he's going to run away now. Lebiath goes through, Welsh Boy goes through, Mad Max goes through. Richard is now recovering. He's recovered into 6th place after serving a huge penalty on the first lap. Drac Fury in 7th, Stubo in 8th, David in 9th, Borky 10th, number one Pops 11th. Jack Kobe just making a move on number one as we head into the first corner. The first corner, everybody's going through their single file now. It's all getting a little bit settled down. We've got number Pops in 12th. GT Tom goes around and, oh, I actually just tapped the back of him as we went through there. Let me just go back a second as we head into that corner. So I'm following GT Tom in a real good battle and trying to close up. GT goes a little bit wide, he then comes across, just catches the front of my car. I couldn't stop and just helped him to go round. So unfortunately, GT Tom now recovering into last place. Daniel with a half-second penalty as well. Daniel having a terrible race here, but unfazed at this moment is already starting to pull away. He's got about 2 or 3 tenths of a second, I think, on Libiath here, who is hurtling down into this first corner, closing up on Unfazed, but Unfazed has got that nicely covered. Libiath with a nice exit. Mad Max hard on Libiath's bumper here at the moment. Let's just go back to the fan view and just see these wonderful shots that Gran Turismo does with these cars. You can get a real sense of how hard these guys are racing and how close this is as they're coming through this lovely sweeping section. It really is like watching a professional race. I often say that when I'm watching these guys, but very often I'm in awe of how they can run so closely together without tripping over each other, without throwing it off the track. One of these days I will be good enough to mix it with these guys when I'm streaming. For now, I enjoy these replays, I enjoy commentating on them, and I just enjoy the racing. As you can see there, Mad Max right up behind Libiath there. I think Mad Max might have had a little bit of a loose back end on the exit of that corner, drops back slightly, but Libiath, in the attempt to keep that place, has picked up a half-second penalty. That is probably going to cost dear, I would imagine, a little bit later on in the race. So Libiath just trying to pull away from Mad Max a little bit at the moment. We're going to be looking, or that car is going to be looking for a good second or more to mitigate the penalty. Whether it's going to work or not, I'm not sure, because Mad Max now has got D-locks hard on his back bumper. So Mad Max at this point not necessarily trying to catch Libiath at the moment, but more trying to defend that position. He knows he's going to get the second place, but D-locks is going to come through with him. And we've got Richard Sauce in 5th, Welsh Boy 6th, and Drac Fury in 7th. They're closing fast on this group too. So at the moment, the only person really safe from anything is Unfazed, who is absolutely owning this race at the moment. It looks like Richard Sauce has now picked up a penalty. Libiath still got that half-second penalty, so it's not been served yet, and D-Locks behind has got in front of Mad Max, but he's got a half-second penalty as well. So Mad Max is actually sitting pretty for second at the moment, with most of the cars around him now picking up half-second penalties. It looks like the stewards at the Red Bull Ring have had enough of the track limits being breached. And whoa, we've got another Mad Max going around there. I'm not quite sure whether he was helped there. Let's have a quick look. So we'll go on the follow cam with Mad Max being chased by Richard Sauce. Richard, very respectful racer, so I'm going to imagine that Max probably got it up on the curb and went round on his own. D-Locks on the inside. I think he did drop that on the curb on his own. Oh, that's a real shame. A real shame. I think D-Locks gave just enough room there. I know D-Locks is pretty tight on leaving room. I've done a few side-by-sides with D-Locks, and it just leaves just enough room on the outside. But you feel really intimidated, and I think that Mad Max just got it up onto the curb a little bit too much there. So the order changed slightly. We've got Unfazed way out front now. Libiath in 2nd, D-Locks in 3rd, Richard Sauce in 4th, Jack Fury 5th, Welsh Boy 6th, David 7th, but it is all about to change. We have got penalties galore in this to be served. D-Locks and Richard Sauce. Oh, we've got Jack Fury closing up massively. Libiath has just gone ahead a little bit. Richard, I thought, was going to get a run on D-Locks, but didn't quite happen. Welsh Boy all over the back of Drac Fury. Drac getting it really loose on the exit there, and Welsh Boy pushing on to see if he can actually get past. I can't actually get the fan view on at the moment. There we go, pick a different car. You can get fan view. What's all that about, Gran Turismo? Who knows? We're on board with Jack Kobe. Remember, Jack dropped to the back of the grid on the start line. He does like to come through the pack. He's in 7th place at the moment and got David covered off. Looking to get up the inside of Welsh Boy on the exit as we go down the hill. Can't quite do that. The Kodak coloured and sponsored car staying ahead. David having a look at Jack Kobe now. Going left, going right. He's going to try around the outside. Can he make that one stick? Side by side. Super respect. Jack giving plenty of room there on the inside. David going to have the inside for this one. Jack's going to have to go around the outside holding his line. Unfortunately, David couldn't quite make that one stick. He drops in behind Jack Kobe. Jack Kobe with a little bit of a weave there. I think that was probably a, I got through. Come on, have another go. I'm enjoying this. Jack Kobe saying. Very often he wags his tail like that to say, oh, I'm having fun. Come on, come on. Race me. Make it hard. Don't let me by. Come on. I'm going to intimidate you. Does it all to me at a time. Intimidates me. I throw it off the track, but there we go. So, up front, unfazed, in the black shadow car. Completely stealthy. Look at that. Way out in front now. Car on his own as he comes over the top and under the AlphaTauri banner. Got this completely in hand, monstering this, but behind everything is going on. Libyath is on their own at the moment with D-Locks trying to make a move on Richard Source. He gets that made into that corner, but oh, did he go a bit wide? He gets up onto the sausage there. Back of that car, really loose. And yes, Richard Source gets another place back. He's into 3rd at the moment as we go down towards the gravel. Richard squeezes D-Locks a bit, that's all fair, leaving plenty of room. He makes sure he can get through. Beautiful defensive driving from Richard Source there, textbook stuff. But you know what, D-Locks has not had enough of this. He's going to have a go. Hard on the brakes. These cars sliding around as they're working on the limit. D-Locks from just behind, I should say, not from Richard Source. Richard Source is out in front. Richard just holding at the moment, but there's battles all the way through this one. Really, you want to download the replay and just go and have a look at all of them, because it's just so hard to pick the best battles. You've got D-Locks and Richard Source are going for it. You've got Jack Fury and Jack Kobe having a go as we go into the final corner. Jack Kobe gets out onto the gravel. Oh dear. Oh, and they come together as they come across the line. Oh, let's just go back just a little bit and we'll pick up. Oh, I don't want to go all the way back. I don't want to go all the way back. Thank you very much. We'll just pick up the last lap and let's just go on board. Let's actually go inside with our race leader just for a few corners. We're on board with Unfazed, completely unflappable. He's unfazed completely in this race. Way out in front. I think by this point he must be a second or two ahead. Completely owned it. Come down into the corner where the gravel is, braking hard down through the gears into second. Beautiful turn in on that apex, on the power nicely. Getting up into third, he's going to come across to the right hand side. He's going to look for his braking point, hit the brakes, down into third, carrying a beautiful amount of speed through there, just hooking up the apex beautifully. Just doing the follow cam so we can enjoy this as well. On the outside, really nice lines, great gear choices. One of the things I do is change down my gear too much. He's having some beautiful speed through here. Libyath, cannot even see him at the moment as Unfazed comes through to complete the lap, the final lap, to take the honours for this one. And then just behind we've got Libyath coming across, D-Locks, Richard Source, Jack Fury is going to come across. Oh, that wasn't the final lap, that was lap 5. I'm getting carried away, there's 6 laps in this one. Anyway, so we've got another lap. I went back a little bit too far, but thoroughly enjoyed riding on board with Unfazed there. But what I am going to do is just watch from Jack Fury's point of view here, because we've got a great little battle with Richard Source and D-Locks up ahead. just swapping places. And you can see Drac getting it loose. He slides on the exit there. That's going to give Jack Kobe, Welsh Boy and David the opportunity to close up ever so slightly. Richard and D-Lock still side by side going into the corner where the gravel is. Drac Fury just comes out ahead of Jack Kobe. Yeah, this battle behind with D-Locks and Richard Source was just race long. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Just behind, Jack Fury's just holding off Jack Kobe. He's just holding off Welsh Boy behind. Oh, Welsh Boy's, yeah, no, he's still there. He's still there. Welsh Boy is still there. And when Jack Kobe just gets in front of Drac Fury, but Drac Fury's going to try and come back through this corner. Does he get it done? The corner before the last one. He's now got the inside for the last corner. Oh, I think, oh, does he actually push Jack Kobe out wide there? I think that might be when they do come together at the end. Jack Kobe going across to Drac Fury to say, "Oi, what's going on?" They are in the chat together. They're in the chat room together, so I know it's all good. And Daniel Doak comes across the line at the end. Oh, wow, that was cool at the end there. Let's just follow on with Jack Kobe. I'm trying to find the right camera. Let's just come back a bit. So this was the two, Jack Kobe and Drac Fury, side by side. Jack does actually get ahead here, but he's super respectful through here. He could have absolutely cut the inside of that corner and chopped Drac Fury's nose off and said, "That's my corner." But as we go across there, oh yeah, this is really, I love this, and I'm not picking on anybody here, but this is what I love about these guys. If you just watch this one from Welsh Boy's point of view, as we go into this corner, Jack Kobe goes super wide, giving Drac Fury loads of room on the inside. But as we go to this one, unfortunately, Drac Fury just runs Jack Kobe out ever so slightly wide. And I think Welsh Boy is sitting there thinking, I don't want to get mixed up in this. I don't want to get mixed up in this. But hard racing, some great racing. But what I want to say is well done to Unfazed. What a race that was, way out in front. Libiath in a fine second. Richard Source getting a brilliant third. D-Locks in fourth. Drac Fury and in fifth with Jack Kobe right on his tail. David in seventh. Welsh Boy came home in eighth. Stubo in ninth. Mad Max in 10th. I could only manage 11th with that one, with a battle royal with Borky, if I remember correctly. Daniel got roughed up at the very beginning, and then he was trying so hard to get back into this, but unfortunately a few little mistakes whilst overdriving cost him badly. GT Tom in 14th and number one Pops in 15th, but what a race up front. I hope that you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing, and if you want to come and join us with some respectful racing, you can catch up with us at 9 o'clock, I apologise, 9 o'clock on my Gran Turismo stream. You'll be welcome to come and race with us, or just join in the YouTube chat, hang out with the guys and just enjoy some fabulous racing. If you ride on board with me on the stream, you're going to see some terrible racing. I do my best, but I'm not great when I'm streaming, although I do better in ACC at 8 o'clock Monday to Friday. Come on down, come and see us, say hello, come and race with us. I'll see you then. For now, don't forget to like, don't forget to sub, and I'll see you next time. Bye.